Hey guys, Mr. Al here again from my toy room. This time we're at the toy bench. It's a miserable day out today. Very cold, wet, snowy. There's nothing I like more than staying inside when it's miserable out. So today I wanted to cast some more bullets. I have two bullets here. One is a 200 grain semi-wide cutter. That's for a 45 caliber. And one is 124 grain round nose flat point for the 9mm or the 38 or the 357, whichever I intend to shoot at the range. And today I think we're going to do some casting. So I'm going to do a little video. A couple of the guys asked about casting and how to do it and what it looked like and what you needed, and this is kind of a quick video just to show some casting. In my home, you must use safety. In my home, I have a ventilation system here, which I will turn on, and it may drown out in the video, so I had to be a little cautious with that, and we'll see how it works. But when you turn the ventilation system on, I have such a positive ventilation here that I don't have to worry about fumes in the home. If you're going to do your casting outside, make sure it's an open area, lots of fresh air, and the fumes won't get to you. No closed areas or cubby holes that will build up the fumes. You want good through ventilation. There's a few things you'll need safety-wise, like a good pair of safety glasses and a good pair of leather gloves. You should always use leather gloves and should always use safety glasses when you're working around molten lead. Lead's going to get anywhere from 600 to 800 degrees. I usually cast somewhere around 650 degrees to 750 degrees with the pistol bullets. Pistol bullets are a mixture of pure lead and some antimony and other leads that are harder, which make this pure lead harder when they're mixed together. I like to keep the Bresnell about 14 to 15 on the Bresnell scale. That's nice hard bullet, nice for shooting out of the pistols, works very well. A few things here today I'll point out and talk to you about. This is a 20-pound lead pot. Always keep an ingot mold underneath of where I'm pouring so I catch any scraps or any pieces coming down. A few other tools. I like a hammer handle. That works real well to open your molds and cut your screws. A screwdriver in case I'm ready to adjust in the middle of my run and I need to get the flow correct, faster or slower. An old spoon out of the dollar store, which works real well to mix your lead and to scrape the impurities off. A little container here, put the impurities in, and you just put the impurities in there, let them be. Use a pair of pliers. Whenever I'm adding lead to the pot, I can hold the pliers, put the lead in, and you don't have to worry about getting close to the hot lead. You don't want any splashing, you don't want any water in the area. It's very important because water will create steam, which will create a pop and an explosion, and you don't want 800-degree lead flying around splashing. So you have to be very careful in adding lead. I like a thermometer. This is a Lyman. It's a very old style, but it's very good. A Lyman thermometer. I can see where my heat is on my lead. I can adjust my temperature on my dial to help keep it where I need it. I have two molds I'm going to work today. This is a 45 caliber. It's a two bullet mold, so I can make two bullets at a time. When this is together and I'm pouring, I can use my hammer to knock the sprue off, and you'll see nice flat bases, and then two bullets will drop out. Now, when you're going to drop the bullets out, they're still very hot. They're very hot and very soft. So I use a folded up towel on top of my bench. I also use a fire retardant sackcloth bag here. It's kind of a canvas bag, and that does very well. It cushions the fall of the bullet so it's not hitting a hard surface and denting the ends and the grooves. As you can see, the ends and the ridges in the bullet, now this was sized and lubed, but they're very crisp and very clean. The bottoms are nice base, nice crisp clean edges. Same thing with this bullet, nice crisp clean edges. So that's what you really want out of your casting. Your first couple of casts, especially with a steel mold, usually have some deformity, and you will simply add them back to the pot until you get your mold heated up pretty good, and then it'll run. I also have a Lee mold here, and this Lee is a double cavity, and this is a 358 mold. The 358 mold will cast nice round nose flat point bullets, and again we have a sprue plate and we have our mold. We'll simply fill it, knock our sprue off, open it up, tap the nut if you have to. Try not to beat up your dies, and the bullets will drop out. The Lee mold is made of aluminum. The aluminum heats up rather quickly. I rarely have a first pour that doesn't have a good bullet. All right. Other than that, you'll get to see all this in action shortly. I'm going to start the lead melter up. Once the lead melter starts up, it'll take a while, so I'll come back with the video and start again once it's up. Right now I'm down about halfway on this, so I'm going to add some pure lead and some linotype lead. The linotype lead has a Brinell hardness of probably 20, 22 or something up in that range. Very, very, very hard lead. Printers use linotype lead all the time. That's where I was able to get some of this. Soft lead is pure lead. I use the pure lead when I'm doing hunting bullets, something I want to expand rapidly, like casting for black powder, or casting for shotgun slugs that I used to hunt with. I want them soft lead. I want rapid expansion. So this is where we're at today. It's a beautiful, rainy, miserable, snowy day, and it's freezing cold outside. So I'm going to start this pot and get it up to about a good 700 degrees, and then we'll start seeing about casting some bullets. All right, be back to you soon.